Hey guys, Derek with D&D Wild Outdoors. Boy, it's been a long time since we made a video here. Haven't been back on cam since the hard water. The COVID-19 pandemic that spread across the U.S. has slowed life down, slowed everything down, and even hindered what we love to do as far as fishing and things like that, with the stoppage use here in Michigan of motorized boating. However, today marks a day that our governor allowed us to go back to using motors. Strangely enough, I'm not using a motor today. Due to the original executive order that went out about not using a motor, I went and bought a kayak for the first time. And I've kayaked, but very minimally when I was younger. So I bought a kayak on the terms that I was going to fish no matter what. That's what I am and what I do, and I was going to bend with the necessary needs to stay afloat. So I bought a kayak. I got a Pelican Covert 120 angler. I would say it's on the bottom side of the fishing kayaks, maybe in like the first tier. However, I've kind of tricked it up just a touch. I put on a couple rod holders, which actually sauced it up pretty well, and pretty pumped up. I got an anchor, I got a small net, and I'm gonna go throw some jigging wraps. Tomorrow is the opening day of walleye season, so I'm gonna do a little prelim tonight, just kind of float around these deeper water basins and see what I can't find this evening. It's 4 o'clock right now, so I have one of my smaller GoPros with me, so the footage might be a little shaky, might be a little the volume and audio might be on the fritz a tad, because it's an older GoPro, and my newer GoPros I've manipulated the casing so they were no longer waterproof. I didn't want to take a chance here today. It's my second time on a kayak. Actually, third time. Today will be the third time. Yesterday was the second, and that was for about 15 minutes just testing this thing. So it's a little sketchy, but I'm just gonna do kind of a walk around on it. The review on it so far, with the first few minutes, maybe 20 minutes yesterday, was I like it. It's not bad. It's not as shaky as I thought it would be. So enough yapping. Let's get on this. I'll do a walk around on the kayak itself, and then let's hit the water, see what we can't find out there. So there's a drain port on the back for water intake. It's got a rear handle. This will be a cargo area. It's actually pretty well sized. This is a throwable float pad, so you can imagine you can get 2 of those in there. Or if you went to like a bungee system, you could put a small cooler, or maybe your minnows, or a small live well of some sort. It comes with 2 ports, 2 rod holder style ports in it, which is super handy. It allows for 2 rods if you were to be trolling, or just for storage and travel purposes. I got this little net, and it's got just a strap-on flexible rubber string there to keep it attached. You got just a super small anchor, super lightweight. These are the rod holders that I put on this morning. Just some stuff I had laying around for trolling or drifting, more so probably drifting. It did come with a center rod holder. However, I found that being forced to have that between my legs kind of took away from the space that was on the floorboard of this, and it's kind of important for me to have that space. And this I learned is absolutely not for storage. It says, please be advised, it's not 100% waterproof. Please use caution when storing water sensitive equipment. And yeah, it is absolutely not waterproof. Don't store anything that you care about. However, for the price, which was on sale here local for me for like $3.50. It's a 12-foot kayak, and it will get you fishing. It is safe. It is fairly stable, and I'm hoping we can at least go out here. We're gonna stay along this edge over here where it's nice and calm, and just coast down through here and get a good feel for this kayak, and honestly just appreciate the great outdoors. Outside of that is Lake Michigan, just around that corner. You kind of hear the waves crashing. I'm not going to go around the corner. I don't need to put myself in harm's way, but this is a spillway that was built many years ago and was put in here to stop the fish flow from Lake Michigan into one of our inland lakes here. You can see how high the water is now. It's actually risen up over the spillway by quite some, and is definitely not working as originally promised. I will definitely say that water is ice cold. Ice cold. Whew. Man, that big lake out there sounds pretty ferocious. You should almost go take a look at it. It's a pretty cool beachfront over here. Might actually do that. Yeah. Let's go check it out. That's pretty awesome looking. See, and these are the things I never would have seen in a kayak. Woo! That's the big lake right there, boys and girls. Not going out there. Get down. Get back to the lake. Throw our old jig in there. I think that would be a lot smarter. A lot safer. Well, guys, that concludes this little basically a preview and a review of the Pelican, the 120. It's a good yak. I had a lot of fun. Put on about 2 miles. When way down here, that's where that inlet into Lake Michigan is, into the lake. It's a great trip, actually. I'm 5'11" and a half, about 190, give or take what day it may be. But you know, it was comfortable. It didn't hurt my back. My legs aren't stiff or sore. For the 2 hours I was out, I think that it's very comfortable, very usable, very fishable. It definitely changes the way that your ergonomics are for fishing. In a bigger boat, you're either standing or sitting. You're able to use your body a lot more. In the kayak, you're just simply using your arms and your shoulders. My right shoulder is really feeling it just from the few, probably 100 and a quarter casts that I took. Granted, I'm using a jigging wrap, so there's a lot more to it than just cast and retrieve. But all in all, I definitely give a thumbs up on the Pelican. The Covert 120 angler. I would say for the price range and the budget, it's a go, man. Hop on the wagon, hop on the yak track. A lot of people are doing it. Gets you into a lot of different waters, and that's kind of what I'm gonna use it for: is small lakes, bluegill, pan fishing, maybe even some fly rod stuff. I'm actually gonna pull this out and go back to the other side of the lake now. I think the wind's calming down, the lake's calming down, and want to get out on my little walleye spot. But if I don't get into anything, hope this video was interactive and friendly, and thanks for being with us on our first open water voyage of the 2020 season. We'll see you out here very soon. Walleye starts tomorrow. Videos will start rolling. D&D out.